Hey, I think it's time we talk about your attitude in a good way, because living alone can be expensive, but it doesn't have to break the bank, and it certainly doesn't have to clutter your home. Wait, maybe this pep talk is just for me, but I hope it's helpful for you too. In today's video, I'm going to show you 4 realistic ways to adjust your attitude towards money and things to cut costs to embrace a more affordable, minimalist lifestyle. If that sounds good to you, keep watching. Number 1, if you're trying to cut costs, stop buying things you don't need. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is about changing your attitude towards money and things. Think about this. Change your attitude, change your actions, change your results. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for results. We want to cut costs, and we also want to reduce the clutter in our home. So buying things you don't need on a whim, out of impulse, is really just setting yourself up for clutter and to be broke. Frugal is freedom. I repeat, frugal is freedom. When you start experiencing the pleasures of being a frugal minimalist in any way that looks, you're gonna be so happy, because frugal is freedom. We've all been there, the impulse buy, the just in case purchase, or the it's on sale mentality. But the truth is, these things pile up and quickly contribute to clutter and hurt your wallet. So the next time you're about to make a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? Do I have something similar? Will this add lasting value to my life? If not, no thank you. By stopping this habit, you will save money and you will reduce unnecessary clutter in your home. If this is the thing you struggle with, I have a great video that is going to break this down even more and give you more help and more inspiration. It's called, I wrote it down, How to Quit Overspending and Buying Unnecessary Things. I'll leave a little link up here, but I'll also leave it on the end screen so you don't forget it by the end of the video. Watch that after this. If that's the thing you struggle with, it will be super helpful. Number 2, stop buying things just because they're on sale. It's so easy to get caught up in the it's a deal mindset, but remember this. If you don't need it, it's not really a deal. It's just something else that you're not gonna use, and it's gonna clutter up your home. Think of the ramifications of that. You're breaking the bank and you're filling your home with things you don't need. I'm telling you, when you are not in a cluttered home, as I shared in the last video, it's gonna change your life. Here's another example of buying things on sale that did not work out. My dad, who is an amazing person, by the way, he saw this really great deal on cat food, and it was for a big bag of cat food. It was on sale for $2.99. It was a cheapo bag of cat food, right? So he's like, well, $2.99 for a big bag of cat food, let's go for it. So he bought 2. And guess what happened? It was cheap, it was terrible. The cats were judging him. They did not like it, they wouldn't eat it. So he brought me the other bag and he was like, hey, got this bag on sale, you wanna try it? I'm like, well, it's worth a try, of course. $2.99 for that big bag. It was not what my cats wanted. They were very unhappy. They looked at me like I had just betrayed them. So even though he thought he got this great deal for $6, he actually wasted $6 because all of the food went in the trash because none of the cats would touch it. If he would have paid just a little bit higher for the food the cats liked, he wouldn't have wasted a dime, and he wouldn't have risked being put on the cats-ish list, if you know what I'm talking about. Don't be cheap. It may cost you. Number 3, stop ignoring your budget. The budget is there for you, you guys. I love budgeting so much. It helps me keep everything in perspective. It keeps me on track. So if you're ignoring the budget, you don't know what you're bringing in, you don't know what you're spending. If you're not tracking your spending, How can you be accountable for your budget when you don't even know what's going in and out? Okay, that's like a really big deal to me, and it's really changed my life. I have a ton of budgeting videos. Type in Kaden budgeting in the search bar. You will get a lot of them. But the one about creating your first budget, type in Kaden creating your first budget. That will help you if you've never done this before. Okay. Not only will this help you save money, but it will also help you make more mindful choices about what stays and what goes in your home. Becoming mindful of what you're bringing in and out in your budget and in your home, they go hand in hand. Number 4, don't just declutter, de-own. Thank you, Joshua Becker, one of my favorite minimalists that helped teach me that when he talked about de-owning. Decluttering is useful, of course it is, but sometimes what happens when you declutter is you just move things from area to area and you're organizing all the things. The solution is de-owning, getting rid of it. Less things to organize, less things to take up space. If you don't love it, need it, what is it doing in your home? Get it out of there. There's of course some things that we need that are necessary, they're needs, we use them all the time. And then there's stuff that's mediocre. You could go with or without it. And then there's some stuff you never look at. And what happens is people buy storage containers and baskets and they organize all the things. So now they look nice, but they still never use them. So you see how organizing stuff you don't use is a waste of your time. That is my belief, okay? So the answer is de-owning. The other things that you can de-own are like freebies that you get, that you just accept because you're like, yay, it's for free, which is very exciting at times. But if it's something you're not really gonna use, can you sell it? Can you give it to a friend or a family member? Or unwanted gifts that people give you. I know sometimes it's so hard to get rid of it, but if you're really not gonna use it and it's just gonna be thrown up in a basket, taking up space, never to be used or loved, can you get rid of that too? De-own. I can't stress it enough. Less stuff means less cleaning, less organizing, less time spent on things that you don't care about. It's magical. Thank you again, Joshua Becker, for teaching me that. We actually did an interview on this channel that if you've never seen it, you've got to see it. I actually got to meet him in a live video. It was so exciting. He's so great. When you watch that video, look for a little special item. When you see the first scene, there's something in the background that made me laugh so hard. He's great. Check that video out too. Just type in Kaden and Josh Becker and enjoy. Let's do a quick recap. If you want to save money and declutter / de-own like a frugal minimalist, number 1, stop buying things you don't need. Number 2, stop buying things just because they're on sale. Number 3, stop ignoring that budget. It will free you. It really will. And number 4, de-own. Don't just declutter. De-own. It's the best. Speaking of de-owning, I have an entire video on that topic right here. But if you are a person that struggles with spending too much and you want to quit spending on unnecessary things, watch this one right here. So choose your own adventure next. Let me know in the comments which tip resonated with you the most that you're going to work on that will be the most effective to cut your costs and not clutter up your home. Thank you so much for watching. Pick one of these next and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.